hair that's anywhere that you don't want it to be. So we want it on our head, we want it on our eyebrows, we want it on our eyelashes. But we kind of don't want it anywhere else, right? And I'm talking for men and women. What you have is a way to virtually pain-free remove that unwanted hair. And I'm not talking about for a day or for a week, but we are talking about removing it. This is one of the only beauty tools that we offer. It's called the No-No. It's a complete hair removal kit. But it's one of the only beauty tools that we talk about that we want you to use, because the more you use it, the more likely you will not have to use it in the future. We're talking about removing that hair. And you get the entire system. All you have to do is decide what color you want. They all work exactly the same. And I say men and women because we did put in a neutral or a couple of neutral if you are planning to share this with the man in your life. So you can choose this in either pink, platinum, or blue. They all work exactly the same. After you make your color choice, you get everything else. You get the carry case, or the storage case, however you'd like to think of it. You get that aftercare cream, and this includes an ingredient called Kappa-Slow. And Kappa-Slow is an ingredient that helps to slow the growth of hair. So as you're starting to remove it, you also want it to slow down from, from coming back. So you get that aftercare cream. You're going to get the buffer pad to help to buff that hair away. And you're also gonna get 2 sets of the Thermicon tips. Now these are not blades. There's nothing in here that's cutting. There's no blade in here. You're getting the Thermicon tips, and we're gonna show you an animation of how it works, but you're getting 2 of them. 2 of the wider tips and 2 of the more narrow tips. You see those? You'll use the wider tip on the larger areas of your body, your legs, your arms, your chest, your back. You're gonna use the more narrow tip on the smaller or more delicate areas of your body, like your face, the mustache area, maybe it's the sideburns, maybe it is your neck, your bikini area, your underarm area. So you've got 2 sets of tips. And remember, these are not blades, they're tips. Let's show you how this works, because this works with, and I want you to think of almost like kind of a heated technology, but it doesn't, but you don't have to worry that it's gonna be hot or uncomfortable for you to use. All you do is roll it across the area where the hair is. And what that Thermicon tip does is that it targets with a slight heat pulse, but again, I say heat, maybe I should say warmth, a warm pulse, and it targets that hair follicle when it's in the growth phase, which is why you do want to continue to use it, because you never know when the hair is in the growth phase. But when the hair is in the growth phase, you target and you treat that area, and over time, the hair stops growing. So you can see on this before and after. In the after, it's 3 times per week of use of the No-No for 6 weeks, and then 2 weeks of no use, all in the exact same area. Do you see that after 2 weeks of no use, the hair has not come back? And every, individual results will vary. Everybody's hair regrowth is gonna be different, so you use it as is right for you. You can see she's got like peach fuzz on her face. So you can see the before and then after 3 times per week of use for 6 weeks, and then 2 weeks of no use at all, and you do not see that peach fuzz. Take a look at this one. Again, 3 times per week of use in the after, and she used it for 6 weeks, and then 2 weeks of doing nothing. Think about that as we're showing you those befores and afters. Think about if you shave, maybe you shave to get rid of that unwanted hair. Think about shaving and then not shaving for 2 weeks. What would you look like? What would your legs look like if you didn't shave them for 2 weeks? What would that underarm area look like if you didn't shave it for 2 weeks? So you see, we're not talking about just taking rid of that hair off of the surface area. We're talking about getting rid of the hair from the hair follicle itself. But remember, this targets the hair when it's in its growth cycle, which is why we want you to continue to use it, because we don't know when your growth cycle is. You don't know when your hair growth cycle is, but the more you use it, the better your results are gonna be. So let me show you how this works exactly. There's one button. This is on and it's off. That's it. You turn it on and you just press it on, okay? And then it's on. There you go. You see the blue lights there. You see where you've got, if you want, and you see that little sun. If you want it to make it a little bit warm, I told you about the warmth that you're gonna feel, and you just glide it. You want to keep it steady. You just glide it across your skin. If when you first get started, you're saying, I want to just kind of dial it down a little bit and just start a little bit on the you know, sort of lighter side, you can do that. And you dial it down and you go. Let me show you this too. Do you see how I dialed it down and then you say, but it popped up again? No, no, no. Do you see this? That looks like one of the Thermicon tips. All of this is showing you is that your Thermicon tip is in full use. When it starts to wear out, you'll notice that the little tip will start to kind of go down, almost like a battery. And then all you do is pull it out and pop in another tip. It's really that simple. And anyone can use it, any skin color, any hair color. I know you're gonna love your no-no. Pink, platinum, or blue. You'll have a full presentation of this coming up at 3 o'clock this evening.